I learned something about the internet today. The internet never forgets. I discovered this in a very simple way. I posted a comment online, just a small comment, nothing dramatic, nothing world changing, just a few words. Uh, Mendia, I wrote it, hit post, and moved on with my life. Or at least I thought I moved on. Dan, the internet did not. About 5 minutes later, I started noticing things. Notifications, replies, people reacting to the comment, some people agreeing, some people disagreeing, one person writing an essay about it like I had just started an international debate. And that is when it occurred to me that the internet does not treat small things like small things. On the internet, everything becomes permanent. I tried to ignore it. I thought it will disappear. People will forget. The internet moves fast, but the internet does not forget. Later that evening, I searched for something completely unrelated. I opened a website, and suddenly there it was again, my comment. Someone had shared it somewhere else. Blendy, apparently, the internet had decided that my tiny thought was now a historical document. Dean, but the real shock came the next day. I opened a different website, completely different topic, completely different page. And there it was again. Someone had taken a screenshot, which means my comment had now achieved immortality. Dan, you can delete a comment. You cannot delete a screenshot. That is the internet's favorite hobby. Screenshots. Blend, the internet sees something for half a second and immediately says, let's save that forever. And it does not stop there, because the internet also remembers everything you search for. I searched for a chair once, just once. I needed a chair, a normal chair, nothing unusual. Now every website I visit shows me chairs. Everywhere, news website, chairs, video website, chairs, weather forecast, chairs. Apparently the internet believes I have dedicated my life to chairs. And these are not normal chairs either. These are luxury chairs, executive chairs, chairs that look like they belong in a spaceship. Baned one website showed me a chair that probably costs more than my refrigerator. Lems, the internet is very confident about my interest in chairs. Mine. But the memory of the internet goes much deeper than that. The internet remembers everything you have ever posted. Everything. That photo you uploaded many years ago. That comment you wrote when you were bored. That joke you made late at night when you probably should have been sleeping. All of it is still there. Demmed, waiting like a digital time capsule. Banned, except instead of treasure inside, it is just your old opinions and questionable haircut choices. Mendy, I realized this when I saw an old photo of myself online. The photo was from many years ago. Many years. Leaned back when my fashion sense was experimental, back when I thought certain hairstyles were a good idea. The internet remembers that version of me very clearly. It keeps showing it to people like a museum exhibit. Mons, here we see Gary in his natural habitat, making questionable decisions. Bane, and the strange thing is, the internet never judges you immediately. No, it waits quietly. Then, many years later, someone finds something you posted long ago, and suddenly everyone is looking at it again. MB, the internet does not forget. It simply stores things for future entertainment. Meanwhile, I cannot even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, but the internet remembers a comment I made many years ago. It remembers the exact words, the exact time, probably the exact device I used. Somewhere there is a server that knows more about my past than I do. And that is slightly unsettling. Man, because the internet remembers everything, your searches, your posts, your photos, your opinions, your terrible hairstyles, all of it. Fine, it is like living with a roommate who has perfect memory and unlimited storage space. Except this roommate also shares your memories with the entire world. So now I think more carefully before posting things online, not because people might see it today, but because the internet might show it to people many years from now. And that is when I truly understood something important. The internet is not just fast. The internet is permanent. To breed, it remembers everything. And somewhere right now, a server is probably saving this moment too. Which means that if I ever say something embarrassing today, the internet will kindly preserve it forever. And that's when I realized something strange about the internet. It doesn't rush. It doesn't forget. It just quietly keeps everything, every post, every comment, every awkward moment, waiting patiently somewhere in the cloud. So now whenever I type something online, I stop for a second and think, am I ready for this sentence to follow me for the rest of my life?